conserves his punches. Where, like the first few rounds, he throws very few punches.
He's just measuring. Use a computer, man.
Yep.
I ain't hating on the decision. But I did feel like Lamont Roach did pull it off.
Reiterate how disappointing Gervonta Davis has been as far as the resume is concerned. If this is about as manufactured a star as you can.
He's short and he conserves his punches. Where, like the first few rounds, he throws very few punches.
He's just measuring. Use a computer, man.
Yep.
He's just getting the data on. Pictures of everything he's doing. Then like round 3, round 4, he starts to he's dialed in. He's slipping. Pop, pop, pop.
He's got special power too. His power's special,
and he's mean too.
Oh yeah, mean is a big part of it, isn't it?
I think having that dog being mean is like the biggest part of it.
Really?
In being a fighter, yeah, because you could be a great athlete. One day you're gonna come across another great athlete. It's who's got a dog.
Garcia won. Gervonta Davis caught him with that left hook to the body. People are saying that he quit.
No.
He never been hit in the liver. Oscar De La Hoya quit the same way with Bernard Hopkins.
The same thing.
Same body shot.
Same body shot. And he tried to come and he tried to take a step out that corner and didn't, not the front of his foot even moved. He just went down. He was like, man, this is it.
And if you get kicked to the body, oh my God. A kick to the body is so goddamn devastating, especially a spinning back kick. You could literally pick someone up in the air. It's like they get hit by a car.
Any kick.
Joe Rogan reacted to the Gervonta Davis vs. Lamont Roach fight, noting Davis's slow start. The fight was highly anticipated, featuring Davis, a fighter renowned for his explosive power and aggressive opening rounds, and Roach, who capitalized on every opportunity the bout presented. Rogan's reaction, which has circulated widely online, centered on the surprising observation that Davis did not come out with his typical ferocity in the early rounds. Instead of launching an all-out assault, Davis took a more deliberate approach in the opening exchanges. Rogan pointed out that this slower pace allowed Roach to get a feel for the matchup and land some effective early shots, a scenario that many fans did not expect from someone of Davis's caliber. Rogan's commentary highlighted the broader narrative of the fight, where momentum shifted as much due to strategy as sheer power. Although Davis eventually turned up the intensity in the later rounds, demonstrating the knockout power fans expect, his early hesitation allowed Roach to remain competitive and set a tone that added an unexpected twist to the contest. Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult did not mince words regarding the fight's outcome. He described it as a highway robbery by Davis, asserting that Roach was unjustly denied a victory. According to him, Roach won 7 rounds to 5, bolstered by a knockdown that the judges seemingly overlooked. His perspective highlights ongoing debates about boxing judging and the potential biases that can influence decisions. The fight itself was an intense battle.
Good combination, Mont. Oh, good left from Tank. Right hand from Mont. Oh, Tank took a knee. He got knocked down. That's a knockdown. Tank is trying to bail himself out. That's a knockdown. That's a knockdown! How are you going to do that and run and get a top? Who gave Davis that run? This is a highway robbery, dog. Good combination, Lamont. Oh, shit. They swinging on each other. Good body shot, Lamont. Lamont is rocking with it. This is Carver Roy 1. What's going to happen is they're going to give the fight to Tank, and then the second fight, Lamont will say, any excuses tonight, Tank. And then he will not take out. I'll see Lamont won, bro. He won 7-5 with a knockdown. This guy did the unthinkable, and I hope they don't drop it. Scorecard. They said majority draw. They cheated, bro. Roach got robbed, and everybody knows. Rematch right away. They ain't that bad.
And he said something too. Lamont said something. He's like, he'll fight me or something. I don't even got too much to say. The fight just set it off. I don't got too much to say. Just know it's a different conversation now when you add the businessman versus Gervonta. It's a different conversation. Because I'm punching, son. That's number one. I'm punching. Either one of them guys is, I fuck with Lamont though, you know what I'm saying? But either one of them guys, I'm knocking them out. Word. I'm knocking them out. Not even playing. I'm knocking them out. He countered him crazy. They countered each other, but Lamont, I feel like Lamont won. Let's start there too. I feel like Lamont definitely won. All right, G. I feel like Lamont Roach won. I definitely feel like Lamont Roach won. But a draw, like, it is what it is type shit, you know? I ain't hating on the decision. I ain't shitting on the decision.
Back and forth, with both fighters landing significant shots. Davis managed to recover and deliver strong combinations, but Roach stood his ground, countering effectively and showcasing impressive footwork. Some analysts and fans compared the fight to Antonio Tarver versus Roy Jones Jr., suggesting that if a rematch were to happen, Roach might deliver an even stronger performance, much like Tarver did in their second bout. Keyshawn Davis reacted to the draw decision with visible amusement, laughing off the outcome while proclaiming himself the best at 135 pounds. He acknowledged Roach's performance, stating that Lamont ain't that bad and even expressed a desire to face him in the ring. His reaction underscored the contentious nature of the result and set the stage for potential future matchups in the lightweight division. Many boxing enthusiasts and analysts believe that Roach deserved the win but that Davis's star power influenced the decision. This sentiment suggests that external factors, such as a fighter's marketability, can play a role in judging outcomes, potentially overshadowing actual in-ring performances. Boxing commentator Tendency's Regime echoed this sentiment, calling the fight an incredible contest of skill and athleticism.
Look, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach. Incredible fight. Tit for tat, wit for wit, athleticism for athleticism. What an amazing fight. I had Lamont Roach winning 7-5. 7-5, 8-4, I had Lamont Roach winning. Now, I understand the draw politically. It's Tank, he's the star. You don't want to just give him an L and he didn't just get his ass whooped like from dusk till dawn. But he got outboxed tonight. Lamont Roach won that fight. But I understand the draw politically. How did you see the fight, bro? Show them how you saw the fight.
Yo, I saw Roach winning the fight, man. I had Roach winning the fight 7 rounds to 5 Tank, meaning Roach favor. I don't know how we ended up here, but we can say it was the politics. Because, you know, Tank a bigger fighter. If you want to beat the king, you got to beat the king. In order to beat the king, you got to knock him out. And they ain't doing this fight. But, hey, the next fight will be big bread, though. So, that's all I got to say, man. Yeah. Great fight, man. Great fight. Great fucking fight.
That boy Lamont Roach got skills. And I will say he survived. He literally survived. He's in the ocean with a shark and he survived. And I think that after tonight, a lot of people are going to respect Lamont Roach. Like, a lot of people. Go get them Shakur fans. It's going to be on the meat wagon. It's go come. The meat wagon is coming for the Shakur fans, and yeah, it's coming. But for people to say it's landslide, y'all sound crazy. That boy Tank was literally connecting. All his power punches was connecting. Like, y'all literally sound crazy. And the stuff that Lamont was throwing was connecting too. I'm not gonna lie. He's definitely very skilled, and he was super overprotective of not becoming a victim for Gervonta Davis. Because he knows that he's actually in the ring with a knockout artist. But it ain't even just that. It wasn't that he was even just surviving. He was connecting, and he was being skillful, and his footwork was on point. And he was throwing combinations. I ain't gonna lie though. Tank had him a few times. Tank almost had him a few times. He almost cut the lights off on him a few times, but he slipped through the cracks. And he was playing dirty in that ring. I ain't gonna lie. I saw when Tank gave me a little shoulder nudge to the chin, and you know he was throwing some little low blows and shit like that. You know, throwing some little jabby jabs across the back of the head. But that was a good fight. It was being competitive. You can definitely see that they was coming from the same environment when it comes to a sport of boxing for sure. They definitely come from the same environment. But I will say this. I think that Tank slept on Lamont Roach, and so did a lot of us. I think that, you know, he definitely had the pillow, and he slept on it. But Lamont Roach showed him, woke him up, like, hey, I'm not one of them. I'm really not one of them, bruh. And it became a very entertaining match. It was very entertaining from the beginning.
If so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we can get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
That's it's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
What is?
You might see it in a minute. Definitely.
Man, he got lucky at the draw. He did a good fight though. I thought he won it, but man, you gotta just create more action. That's a sparring session as far as I'm concerned. But goddamn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
He stated that he scored the fight 7-5 in favor of Roach but understood the political reasoning behind a draw, acknowledging Davis's status as a major star in the sport. Others shared similar views, arguing that to truly defeat a fighter of Davis's stature, Roach would have needed to win in a more dominant fashion or secure a knockout. Despite the controversial outcome, Roach's skills were on full display, earning him recognition from fans and professionals alike. His ability to withstand Davis's power while landing meaningful shots of his own proved that he belongs among the top fighters in the division. Observers noted that Roach was not simply surviving in the ring, he was actively countering, throwing smart combinations, and demonstrating strong defensive abilities. While Davis had moments where he nearly ended the fight, Roach slipped through the cracks and remained competitive until the final bell. Some pointed out questionable tactics during the fight, with Davis using shoulder nudges, low blows, and back-of-the-head shots. These tactics, while not uncommon in high-stakes boxing, added to the debate over how the fight was officiated and judged. Many believe that Davis underestimated Roach going into the fight and was caught off guard by his resilience and skill. The boxing community is now abuzz with calls for a rematch to settle the controversy definitively.
Great fights. We got Sando Martin in there right now, fighting better than he fought last time in the Garden with Teofimo Lopez. And listen, we're looking for the big fight. I understand that you befriended Roach, and I've been watching,
But you don't think Roach got what it takes?
You know what? I don't know enough about him. I haven't seen him enough.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what his ability is. He's got to be good if he's getting the fight, but he's not much of a knockout puncher.
Yeah.
And if he's not much of a knockout puncher, he can beat Gervonta by points.
You don't think it's going to be similar to like the Devin Haney and
Ryan Garcia?
Yeah. You don't think it could be something like that?
No.
Nah.
We obviously found out that
Ryan Garcia,
Devin Haney couldn't take a shot. Obviously, there was some drug testing, which is important not to be doing.
Oh yeah.
So listen, it's a great division. There's so many great fights coming out of there. To just wait in the that's one. This is one of the toughest divisions. Gervonta Davis right now, and your guy, Roach.
Yeah, Lamont Roach.
Listen, I'm hoping he puts a good fight on.
Yeah.
I know that
everybody else
listen,
like
Gervonta Davis has been kind of like feeling the pressure about all the stuff he's doing, all the people, and he feels like he needs to get away from the game.
Yeah.
Maybe Roach is getting him at a good time. Maybe. And I like what you said about him.
Yeah,
he's that kind of a guy.
It was a good night. Good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either. So I felt like I won it. The last couple rounds. So it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully, I can get that rematch because I know what I can do in a fight. But it's cool.
Tank, how much does it hurt to have the draw on your record now? And do you think it's going to stand as some sort of like renewed motivation for you, like the guys were saying, as you proceed through these next couple fights?
Yeah, it just put, food to the fire and things like that, fuel to the fire. But it's cool. It's cool. The draw is okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me, too. That was on me for sure. Because I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more.
Counted as a knockdown.
Man, I'm not. Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had the white sweat out of the eye, he had the white sweat out of the eye. But the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, and that's an automatic 800. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing. And I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that. But if that was kind of knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
I don't know. Did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But I can't go back and change it. So.
Lamont, Sean Patel, congrats, man, on fighting a great fight. A lot of people agree with you that you did win the fight. Just can you talk about Gervonta's power? He got you with some good shots, but you kept staying in the center of the ring with him. A lot of other fighters don't deal with the power as well. How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
We got decent power. For sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told you I got it too. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like, I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot.
However, Davis has expressed uncertainty about a potential rematch, leaving fans and analysts speculating about the future. While he acknowledged that it was the fight he wanted next, he admitted that it likely would not happen immediately. Social media influencer and boxer Jake Paul weighed in on the fight, expressing disappointment and describing it as more akin to a sparring session than a professional bout. He remarked that this was not the Davis he knew, pointing to a lackluster performance that failed to meet expectations. He acknowledged that Davis fought well but criticized the fight for lacking intensity. Former heavyweight contender Jerry Cooney offered a different perspective, stating that Davis fought better than in his previous fight and praising Roach for delivering a commendable performance. Cooney noted that Roach's pedigree made him a serious contender and that his performance was no surprise. He also emphasized the depth of talent in the lightweight division, making fights like this all the more exciting. In his post-fight comments, Davis acknowledged that he did not get the decision he wanted but still believed he won the fight. He described it as a great night for the sport and emphasized its competitive nature. He admitted that he could have done more and that his slow start was on him, but he remained confident in his abilities. Roach addressed the incident where Davis took a knee in the 9th round, suggesting that even without counting that moment as a knockdown, he believed he won. However, he conceded that he was not the referee and could not make that call. His response highlighted the complexities and split-second decisions that can influence a fight's outcome. When asked about the 9th round, Roach stated that he was not frustrated about the moment not being called a knockdown but believed he had done enough to win regardless. He pointed out that the rules clearly state taking a knee voluntarily should result in a mandatory count but accepted the result without protest. He maintained that he was the more effective fighter, landing more shots and controlling the ring. The controversy surrounding the fight has left many questioning the fairness of boxing's judging system. Fans and analysts continue to debate the decision, with calls for a rematch growing louder. Whether or not Davis and Roach will meet in the ring again remains uncertain, but the fight has undeniably
Lamont
sparked conversations about fairness, strategy, and the business side of boxing.
A stepping stone, a catapult, like a bungee jump damn near to another height, to take his talent to another level. Second, I pray and I hope and I pray that Tank cut the motherfucking braids out. I pray that he get them Baltimore Team Select, Team Mellow, Bent Blue Bomber, Chick Web ass braids out his motherfucking head. Go back to the 10th fade, go back to the drum board, get in there with Calvin, regroup. Don't let this setback set you up to backtrack to another setback. Nah, this could be what he needs. Sometimes God do things for you that you don't even know. This could be what he needs. This could be what he needs.
The draw, controversial, but I think Lamont Roach wins the night. I think his performance wins the night. Here's the thing, though. Lamont Roach is always a solid fighter, solid fundamental, and I'm going to reiterate what I said before. Solid fundamental fighter, nothing that wows you, no crazy speed, no crazy power, just a solid fundamental fighter who's been well schooled, well taught, and well balanced. And that's who he was tonight. His center positioning allowed him to catch and shoot in some spots. He had a mentally strong game plan in terms of he was trying to hold ground a lot as we back up Gervonta Davis. Davis still, when you really think about it, he ends up fighting a Lamont Roach, who's a 130-pound champion, been a perennial contender for about 10 years, finally won a world title. You bring him up in weight with all the lightweights, tough lightweights that are out there. You go outside the weight class to defend the title and get a smaller guy, which is something that he'd done already before with Garcia a couple years back. The guy he fought before he fought Ryan Garcia. I don't know, man. I can't keep reiterating how disappointing Gervonta Davis has been as far as the resume is concerned. If this is about as manufactured a star as you can make, and anybody who is going to defend that is really got to get their groupie lenses checked, because I've never seen a guy with this many pay-per-view headliners have not a single Hall of Famer on his resume. Not a single win on Gervonta Davis's resume will make you look at it like, wow, maybe Jose is the right call.
An upset draw is always a mixed bag for fans, for people in the sport, et cetera, et cetera. I thought it was, in essence, the right decision. The only question about whether the upset draw is justified is whether Steve Willis erred in not deducting a point in a late round when Tank Davis appeared to touch the canvas with his hand. And that is going to stay in the woodwork and haunt the fight in the breach a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's a setback in Tank's career and for his reputation. I think most observers expected him to knock Roach out, particularly because Roach was moving up from 130 to 135. Sometimes when a fighter moves up in weight, he gets stronger, and it looked as though maybe Roach did get stronger and had a greater ability to resist Tank's power than other opponents have had. Because Tank did tag him with a lot of clean shots, and he wound up throwing more punches than he likes to throw to get that done. He tagged him both on the chin and to the belly, et cetera, and couldn't seem to hurt Roach. And that was another surprise.
I think they both landed big-time shots. If Roach loses by a point, it should be appealed. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Nice left hand from Tank there. Lamont, you got to stop talking to him and play defense, buddy. You're getting tagged with left hands by talking. There goes Lamont Roach with a combination. I love Mauro Ranallo, but he's got to stop talking about fucking moral victories. This is a fight, man. We're in a close-ass fight. I don't want to hear about moral victories right now. Fuck all that bullshit. I hate when commentary talks about this like it's not, we don't have a toss-up fight in front of us. You think Lamont Roach gives a single flying fuck about moral victories right now, dude? He wants to win this damn fight. Counter right hand, Lamont Roach. Right hand, left hook, Roach. They're both swinging. Lamont Roach is piecing him with that counter right hand. How many times are you going to warn Tank about a low blow?
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.